I'm standing outside of the museum here in Prague. I cannot go over how majestic this building looks. It truly is a delight for all the senses. Look at all the inscriptions on the walls, all the little markings. It's a great building. I am very aware of the fact that I am looking at a lens and talking out in public, which is the first time I've done that. And everyone walking by, I probably think I've gone nuts. But apparently you're supposed to just get over this feeling, so we'll see. Now unfortunately it's closed at the moment. Apparently it opens in about an hour's time, so we'll head back in and see what's up. I'm on my way now to get some cash, exchange some of these useless British pounds for a lot more useful Czech krona here. Did I pronounce that correctly? Crowns, something like that. Beautiful.
1,450.
That's great. So 50 quid got me about 1,400 crowns, so we'll see how far that goes. We've been walking around for a couple of hours now and I am dying for a coffee. Let's go find a good one. Vienna coffee was basically an Americano with some cream on top, and it was pretty standard. But the banoffee cake was top notch, and in total that cost 190 crowns roughly. So that's about £6.50. So now I have caffeine coursing through my veins. I'm ready to get out there and see what the city has to offer. Now my plan for this afternoon is to make it to Prague Castle, which is on the other side of the river. I'm in no particular rush to get there. There's so much beauty to see all around me. I'm slowly going to make my way there and basically stopping at everything that takes my interest. The beauty of the city is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, just look all around you. It's crazy. Check out how amazing and elegant these old school trams are here. Getting a little bit more comfortable speaking in front of this thing now and not feeling like a complete weirdo. And check out all of the street art, literally everywhere you go. So I'm on my way to Prague Castle now. It's up there on the hill. This was very different when I came pre-COVID. This place was absolutely packed with people. You could scarcely breathe, whereas now you can do whatever you want, and this makes it very good for first-time vlogging because I feel less self-conscious out here, so very good. So unfortunately the cathedral behind me is closed today. Apparently it opens on April 1st, so it's no can do, I'm afraid, which is a shame because it looks amazing from the outside. And this gentleman who's with a group at the moment is very kindly describing in English how amazing it would be and life-changing if you were able to go inside, because it's that epic apparently. And now we can't go in. This castle is absolutely huge. In fact, it's the largest ancient castle in the world in terms of land size, so make sure to bring your walking shoes. I unfortunately went with this decision, which is not that great because these are not very comfortable to walk in, I have to say. But I must go on. It's amazing, there's so much multiculturalism here. It's hearing so many different languages and seeing people from all around the world. Time for much to sit down after circumnavigating pretty much the entire castle. So I'm adjacent to it now in this nice little cafe. I mean, it's a Starbucks, so don't get too excited, but check out this view. You can see the entire city from up here. I'm just going to polish this bad boy off, re-energize. Got a lot on this evening. I'm going to meet up with my boy Akmal and a Ukrainian friend he made who fled a couple of days ago. So we're going to get some dinner, listen to some jazz music, Let's see where the night takes us. All right, you big camera people. You need to just lay off, okay? Because you're making people like me obsolete. It's quite discouraging when you're about to take a photo from the top of a hill. Beautiful photograph. And then you see somebody who's mounted their camera on a tripod and that camera looks like it could eat yours as a light snack. So then you don't bother. I think that's enough of the self-pity for one day. Let's go get some food and listen to some jazz music. It's about 5 minutes until showtime. I cannot wait. There's nothing that beats the sound of a live instrument. I've been to this place before and it was top notch. And how lucky we are to quite literally get the #1 spot in town. Looking forward to this one. Let's go. That jazz music was incredible. Oh, and the lead, who had the saxophone, also played the trumpet and the flute incredibly well. Unfortunately, I'm very limited for what I'm allowed to show without getting into trouble with YouTube, so I'm afraid it's just that small clip will have to suffice. But now, we're gonna head to the old town, see what it has to offer in the night time before getting some much needed rest. So this place right here is one of the big reasons why I absolutely love Prague. So this is the Old Town Square. It's a huge square made of cobble-stone, as you can see everywhere. Incredible architecture all around, and of course the huge cathedral there that unfortunately can't be entered at the moment, but I'll go another time. But you can literally come here and sit just there and then just enjoy the views, take it all in. There's lots of little restaurants that line this area as well, and bars and cafes, so you can have a sit. So behind me is the astronomical tower. It's one of the main things to see here. And basically it tells not only just the date and the time, but also the lunar cycle and the sun's position relative to something or another. But there's actually a really interesting story about this. So legend has it that the person who created it, council members of the town, actually gouged out his eyes with hot pokers so that he wouldn't recreate it anywhere else. But it turns out that there's another one somewhere in Seoul in Korea. So I guess he kind of had the last laugh. Now I don't know if I necessarily believe that that actually happened, but it was the 15th century and did some pretty messed up stuff then. Well, we do some pretty messed up stuff now, but that's a different topic for a different video. Now I'm back in Akmal's place, trying not to speak too loudly and waking people up. But as you can see from these copious eye bags there, every single fibre of my being is dying for the bed. But I hope you enjoyed the journey today. I certainly had an amazing time. It's just been great being in the city and seeing all the beautiful sights, the jazz music and such. I can't wait to see what the rest of the city has to offer. Tomorrow I'm going to show you what Akmal's place looks like. I'm going to head into see Charles Bridge and the lesser town and see what the old town looks like in the daytime. And then I'm going to a spot where my friend tells me it's the best viewpoint to see the beauty of Prague all before you. So I hope I'm going to see you there. Take care.